Good evening. I was having fun out dancing and such, but I got time for 2 songs before I go to bed. How about this one, Lone Star Blues by in the style of Delbert McClinton. Oh, this one ain't gonna work. Hang on a second. Let's try another one. Let's try this one. At a truck stop in St. Angelo, I saw a billboard about this rodeo this weekend out in El Paso. So I signed up to ride. I drew a bull called Original Sin. Hard hate killed a couple of men, thinking this was something I could win, 'cause the devil was on my side. I was having myself one hell of a ride, but I ended up disqualified, 'cause that dang old bull just up and died before they blew the whistle. With them North Texas blues, but I paid all my dues. Then them South Texas blues told me, son, you ain't through. And them East Texas blues and that West Texas too. I done all I know to do, trying to lose, trying to lose these old Lone Star blues. Well, I got laid off at Brown and Root. Then on my way back to cut and shoot, I lost my wristwatch at my boot, shooting dice with a dude from Houston. Well, there ain't no jobs here working cattle, so I got on part-time hauling gravel with some outfit from Seattle. And down here building custom homes with them North Texas blues that I paid all my dues. Then them South Texas blues told me, son, you ain't through. Had them East Texas blues and that West Texas too. I done all I know to do, trying to lose, trying to lose these old Lone Star blues. Well, I gassed my truck and packed my clothes, turned in the key and hit the road. I said, Cowtown's where I'll go. You never know, I might get lucky. Well, I got a friend there turning knobs at a place called Billy Bob's. Said he thought he could get me a job working as a bouncer. First night on the job was just insane. Some old boy got all deranged, hit me in the head with a Harley chain. To this day, my ears still ring with them North Texas blues that I paid all my dues. Then them South Texas blues told me, son, you ain't through. Had them East Texas blues and that West Texas too. I done all I know to do, trying to lose these old Lone Star blues. I done all I know to do, trying to lose these old Lone Star blues. How about Old Weakness, another Delbert song? Two in the morning, too hot to sleep. A tossing and a turning and a twisting the sheets. I'm feeling old weakness. Come on, strong. Oh yeah, window wide open in that back bedroom. Smell the sweet honeysuckle in full bloom. I'm feeling old weakness. Come on, strong. Feel like I'm running real low on willpower. Can't get you out of this heart of mine. From the break of dawn to the midnight hour, I keep fighting to let you go. But your love is beyond my control. I'm feeling own weakness coming on strong. Oh, I can't control it. Come on, baby. All right now. Took down that picture of you and me. But every time I look up where it used to be, I'm feeling own weakness. Come on, strong. Oh, still got your number next to the phone. Just when I believe I could leave it alone, I'm feeling own weakness. Come on, strong. Feel like I'm running real low on willpower. Can get you out of this heart of mine. From the break of dawn to the midnight hour, I keep fighting to let you go. But your love is beyond my control. I'm feeling on weakness. Come on, strong. Oh, whoa. I'm getting weaker by the minute. I'm feeling on weakness. I'm feeling on weakness. I'm feeling on weakness. Coming on strong. Oh yeah. Okay, bet. How about every time I roll the dice? Come on, Delbert. You got a root that don't leak. When the rain come pouring down, she got a place I can sleep, Lord, where I'm safe and sound. She got a lock on her door, but she gave me a key. She don't walk the floor. Oh, boy, she worries about me. Oh, love had no strings, the shackles or chains, but I'm holding on for dear life. Still I roll in a seven every time I roll the dice. She got a big on the bill. She got a doctor that won't bite. She got a heart I can steal. Oh Lord, just like a thief in the night. She got a slow burning flame. She keeps her radio on when she gets inspired. We let the good times roll. Oh, love and no strings, shackles or chains, but I'm holding on for dear life. I feel like rolling a seven every time I roll the dice. Every time I roll, every time I roll, every time I roll, every time I roll the dice. Every time I roll, every time I roll, every time I roll, every time I roll the dice. For love had no strings, the shackles or chains, but I'm holding on for dear life. She like rolling a seven every time I roll the dice. Or every time I roll, or every time I roll, or every time I roll, every time I roll the dice. Or every time I roll, or every time I roll, or every time I roll, every time I roll the dice. Or every time I roll, or every time I roll, or every time I roll, every time I roll the dice. Or every time I roll, or every time I roll, every time I roll, every time I roll the dice. Every time I roll the dice. How about an Alan Jackson song? Where I come from. Well, I was rolling wheels and shifting gears down that Jersey Turnpike. Bonner stopped me with his gun 10 minutes after midnight. Said, sir, you broke the limit in this rusty old truck. I don't know about that accent, son. Just where do you come from? I said, where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. Where I come from, a lot of front porch sitting. Where I come from, trying to make a living and working hard to get to heaven. Where I come from. Well, I was south of Detroit City. I pulled into this country kitchen to try their brand of barbecue, the finger was finger licking. Well, I paid the tab, and the lady asked me how'd I like my biscuit. I'll be honest with you, ma'am, it ain't like Mama fixed it. 'Cause where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. Where I come from, a lot of from porch picking. Where I come from, trying to make a living and working hard to get to heaven. Where I come from. I was chasing sun on 101 somewhere around Ventura, and I lost the universal joint, and I had to use my finger. This tall lady stopped and asked if I passed for dinner. I said, no thanks, ma'am. Back home, we like the girls to sing soprano. Because where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. Where I come from, a lot of from pork sitting. Where I come from, trying to make a living and working hard to get to heaven where I come from. Well, I was heading home on 65 somewhere around Kentucky when the CB rang from the bobtail rig. It's rolling on like thunder. Well, I answered him and he asked me, "Aren't you out from Tulsa?" Nah, but you might have seen me there. I just dropped a load of salsa. Where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. Where I come from, a lot of from porch picking. Where I come from, trying to make a living and working hard to get to heaven where I come from. Where I come from, a lot of back porch picking. Where I come from, trying to make a living and working hard to get to heaven. Where I come from, where I come from, yeah, where I come from, a lot of front porch sitting, staring up at heaven. Where I come from, where I come from, trying to make a living. Where I come from. Okay, one more. Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and crew was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night, when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they've been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound where the waves broke over the railing. And every man knew, as did the captain too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late, and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook come on deck, saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed ya." At 7 p.m., a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain whined in, they had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, or they might have capsized. They might have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rose, Superior sang in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther down below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a rustic old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early. All right. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Keep well. Get in my tin.